Hi, I'm Minjie, and we are Group 24. We are glad to be here to introduce our project, Keep Cool and Cover On to you with my teammate David. I guess everybody knows this movie, right? Yes, Finding Nemo. I still remember the first time I watched this movie when I was a little kid, and I was deeply fascinated by the gorgeous underwater world, particularly the colorful and beautiful corals. Coral reefs have great value for the environment and humans. It can protect coastlines from damaging effects of wave action and tropical storms. The ecological habitat they provide for fish is essential in building beaches and protecting them from erosion and provide recreational and tourism opportunities. More than 100 countries benefit from tourism related to reefs, and it contributes more than 30% of export earnings. Coral reefs also contribute to the research and treatment of certain diseases and cancers. Apart from that, coral reefs support more than 800 hard coral species and more than 4,000 species of fish. It covers this 100% surface of the ocean, but are home to 25% of all fish species. The Great Barrier Reef supports huge fishing and tourism industries, but it is more than a coral reef because it is in Australia's cultural DNA. But wait, something is not right here.
Coral mass bleaching is now happening. Coral bleaching occurs when the coral lose the symbiotic algae they need to survive, often because of higher temperatures, and leave behind only a white limestone reef skeleton. The diagram shows different states of corals. The situation is very serious. Coral reefs the size of 2.5 American football fields die every minute, and 90% of the world's reefs are predicted to be destroyed by 2050. The image shows that half of the Great Barrier Reef has been bleached to death since 2016. The maps show that the trend of bleaching phenomenon found in coastal areas in Australia. Corals are extremely sensitive to temperature changes, so the trend of bleaching can actually indicate the ocean warming area expanding towards the south. Corals are in grave danger, threatened by global warming, overfishing agriculture, coastal development, and chemical pollution. And ocean warming caused by climate change is a major reason for coral bleaching. In terms of chemical pollution, a single drop of chemical sunscreen is enough to contaminate a coral reef environment the size of 6.5 Olympic-sized swimming pools, and about 6,000 to 14,000 tons of sunscreen enters coral reef environments every year. And here are some tips that people can do to mitigate the impacts on corals. To restore the coral reefs, scientists and experts are taking actions, collecting the surviving coral fragments from the wild and growing them in nurseries, then transplanting them again onto reefs. So we start our campaign of saving corals in two ways, resilience and restoration. To improve resilience, we intend to educate visitors about the negative impacts on corals and provide actionable solutions in daily life. For restoration, we intend to carry on direct intervention for growing and transplanting corals. These strategies aim at raising awareness of the public, educating people about climate change impacts and solutions, and enhancing participation and engagement of visitors.
Now move on to the design phase. In the perspective of architecture and urbanism, what can we do? We want to lead a special tourism campaign, and we choose Cairns as our starting point. We all know Cairns is a famous tourist city, and is known as a gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. So we choose it for two reasons. One is a large number of tourists are coming every year, and they are the main targeting group in our campaign. The role of Great Barrier Reef to tourists has fallen dramatically since the coral bleaching events in 2016. So another reason is that we can have support and help from the local volunteer community and citizens since the Great Barrier Reef means too much to them. To be more specific, the site lies in a waterfront area that is adjacent to the biggest local shopping mall and is also next to a public swimming pool, an event lawn, a car parking, and a yacht dock. These factors make it a most influential place in the city. This is a conceptual bubble diagram showing some industries our project will be involved in. So it's kind of like a half education, half tourism coral restoration platform. We want to design public spatial intervention that combines the following functions. First, it should be a floating platform, as sometimes it need to be collect surviving corals from the wild and go to other coral fields, and powered by clean energy. Also, it can provide a chance for tourists to experience and practice coral planting. Finally, it offers a warning and educational demonstration with inside displays and outside LED panels, echoing to the related campaign activities happening on land. The corals die if bleaching persists. If we still don't take any actions, we will permanently lose it. That's definitely not what we want to see in the next decade. So please help Nemo find his home. Keep cool and cover on. Thanks for watching.